patrols. In fact, there's nothing except a slight additional jolting to the springs of the car to indicate the fact that the border has been crossed and that the Government of Ireland Act 1920 has once again been defied with impunity.
How does a pig dealer go about smuggling a litter of pigs across the border?
Well, usually they'll just go to the local sales ring in area somewhere, maybe as far as County Cavan.
Yeah.
It's just their pigs there.
Yeah.
And usually the most daring ones of them, they're loading their pigs and come right direct across the border with them. Take chance of a free road.
These are unapproved roads.
Unapproved roads, yeah.
And just take their chances.
Takes their chance.
Are they often caught at the border?
Not too often. Usually there's narrow escapes and close shaves, but as a rule they get away.
Well, would it be worth their while now to organise it a bit better, to send out a scout ahead of them and so on?
Well, some of them do use a scout.
Yeah.
Some of the daring ones just takes their chance and come straight across.
Yeah. Do you think the daring fellas get away with it more often than the others?
I'd say they would.
Yeah. They seem to gamble.
There is a big gamble. Well, I think, in my estimation of them, they'd smuggle anyway, whether they profit or not. I think it gets into the blood and they'll...
But I deal pigs back and forth, you know.
Yeah.
So there's one day I was up in Newtown having pig sale, pig mouth, out in the open square, and I seen this man looking around my lorry, like looking at the name on my lorry, like down 20 from Portadown, and he says to me, "You don't mind leaving them out the road a bit for me, deliver them out?" So I said, "No, not at all. Anytime you'd want to go out with them." So I went out, I left them out with them anyway, and he said, "As long as you don't take them over the border."
Yeah.
So he took me out to the border, and I dropped the end door, let the sows off, and he started to walk them over the border to take them home with them. So I was a wee bit curious, so I says to him, "Would you tell me, what's the idea of you coming away?" Says I, up here that I spring and sows. Are they not far cheaper in your own country? Well, these were two sows that I had bought the previous Thursday in Uri.
Yeah.
And I really think they came out of the Free State, like, you know, it's a border town too.
Yeah.
So he says the reason I'm bad is, as he says, I think that you have a far better breed of sows up there than we have down here. Make a bit of a change. I didn't really know when he was maybe getting to the roadside back a week, yeah.
Well, tell us now, if you had a son, would you put him on for the smuggling trade?
I will definitely not know.
No?
He'll be too old a man before he'll have all the tricks learned.
There's a fairly good relationship between the smugglers and the authorities in both sides.
Definitely, yeah, good relationship, I think.
You feel happy enough with the police and the customs people you meet?
Oh, yes.
At the local RUC station, there was no spokesman available for comment. It is generally recognised that the patrols are quite inadequate to police the border area, but there are other factors which have tended to reduce the number of animals illegally imported in recent years, among them the system of marking suspected animals. Cattle are marked in the left ear with a keyhole punch and in the right ear with a tattoo. Sheep and pigs are marked with a keyhole punch in the right ear and a tattoo in the left ear. Producers are warned that animals so marked may not be eligible for fat stock guarantee payments. These measures, together with changes in Irish economic conditions, have made smuggling a good deal less profitable than it used to be.
You used to smuggle cattle in the old days.
Yes, I did.
You don't mind admitting that now?
No.
No, nothing to be lost by announcing it?
What about?
You've given it up now?
Well, there's nothing unfortunately to do now.
Has the whole cattle smuggling trade died out, do you think?
The testing stopped it.
How did that work?
Well, the cattle's all tagged now in Ireland. The tags are still in the ears. You bring them in here, and the subsidy punch too many difficulties has arose.
So that you can identify all the cattle?
You can identify all the cattle.
Yeah. Why is it profitable now than it used to be?
Well, there's only the one explanation, in my opinion, and that would be due to the prosperity of the agricultural situation in the Republic of Ireland. We find, reading market reports and hearing the various markets along the border and all the rest of their pigs or cattle are literally as dear up there as they are here.
So there's not much to be made out of it?
Not much to be made. In fact, there was one period, I say 6 to 9 months ago, in fact, heavy pork pigs were leaving this district and going into the Republic of Ireland.
Yeah.
Well, up to the present, there was a very good money in it, but not just so good now.
Why?
Well, there was French buyers in the state now, an era this last few months buying up in the local markets.
Yeah.
And it left competition a bit keener.
Which means there's a smaller margin.
There's a smaller margin
now,
to work on. That's right.
Young Tony and Caldy and old Martin, when will they made up together to smuggle the 10 right torn ernan, right torn